Okay, friends. Then the continuation part of system considerations or the photo detector. The photo detector may also be chosen based on optical source, how much data can be transmitted over a particular fiber before amplifier is needed. Okay, before amplifier is needed, minimum optical power that must fall on photo detector to satisfy bit error rate. Okay, PIN, simple, more stable, less expensive. Bias voltage required is 5 volts. So avalanche photo detectors. So in this case, APD, the bias voltage required is 40 volts, but it has increased sensitivity than PIN. Okay, then what are LED or laser diodes? The spectral width of LD is narrower than LED. The laser diode is narrower than LED. The LED is generally used for short distance communications operated on 800 to 900 nanometers. But the laser diode is generally used for the large distance communications operated on 1300 to 1500 nanometers. Laser diode delivers 10 dB to 15 dB more power than LED. What are the optical fibers? Single mode, what are the modes propagated in optical fibers? So single mode or multi-mode fibers. The multi-mode fibers are used when the light source is LED. Okay, the light source is LED. The multi-mode fibers are used when light source is LED. And single modes or multi-mode fibers for optical fibers in system considerations, and mainly multi-mode fibers are used when the light source is LED. Next, link power budget. So what is the link power budget? Okay. So here the transmitter, connector, optical source, optical flylet, the splices will be there, optical fibers are there, receiver, connector, fiber flylet, photon detector, etc. Okay. In transmitter section, receiver section, and the optical fibers. The optical fibers are then connected along with the connectors and the splices. Okay, splices. So here the connector section, that is in transmitter section, the optical source is exhibiting an optical energy, and that energy will be propagated along the optical fiber, and there should be some splices or there. These splices are again connected to the another optical fiber. Okay, so by connecting through it, we have to maintain some power budget while constructing or while designing of this optical fiber communication system. And then finally in receiver section, another connector is there, and that connector will propagate the optical and that connector will observe the energy, and it is sent to photon detector, and this photon detector detects the optical energy and converts into the light energy. Okay, so this is what the link power budget system block diagram. Okay. Next, so each of these loss element is expressed in decimals. So even it may be loss or it may be gain, we have to express in decimals, as loss is equal to 10 log P out by P in. Okay, PT is equal to PS minus PR. Then rise time budget analysis. So it is a convenient method to calculate dispersion limitations of an optical fiber link. The total rise time of link is root sum square of rise times from each contributor Ti to pulse rise time degradation. T system is equal to summation of n I is equal to 1 Ti square of whole power 1 by 2. The rise time budget analysis. The system speed is limited by considering the following factors, that are transmitter rise time, group velocity dispersion rise time, group velocity dispersion rise time of fiber, and then modal dispersion rise time T mode of fiber, and fourth one receiver rise time. These four are the system speed. It will limits the system speed. Next, rise time budget analysis. So what is rise time budget analysis? So here the transmitter rise time is primarily due to the light source and its driver circuitry Tx square. So the response of receiver front end is given by g of t is equal to 1 minus exponential equation of minus 2 pi b rx t of u of t, where u of t is equal to unit step function and b or x is equal to 3 dB electrical bandwidth of receiver. The rise time t or x of receiver is t or x. The rise time t or x of receiver is t or x is equal to 350 by b or x. The rise time budget analysis. The fiber rise time resulting from GVD and modal dispersions. Okay, the rise time resulting from GVD is TGVD is equal to slash of D and slash ends box L sigma lambda, where sigma lambda is equal to half power spectral width of the source. Okay, half power spectral width of the source. D is equal to dispersion and L is equal to length. So what are the rise time budget analysis? So what are the rise time budget analysis? Here the bandwidth Bm in a link of length L can be expressed by Bm of L is equal to B naught by Lq. Okay, where B naught is equal to bandwidth of 1 kilometer, that is length of cable. Q is equal to 0.5 to 1, and then the rise time resulting from modal dispersion T mode is equal to 0.44 by Bm is equal to 0.44 Lq by B naught. If T mode expressed in n seconds and Bm in megahertz. Okay, the T mode is the time of the time resulting from modal dispersion is expressed in nanoseconds and Bm in megahertz. Okay, and Bm in megahertz. Then T mod is equal to 44 by Bm is equal to 440 Lq by B naught. Therefore, T system is equal to total system is equal to Tx square plus 440 Lq by B naught whole square plus D into L sigma lambda whole square plus 350 by B or x whole square whole power 1 by 2. Okay, see this rise time budget analysis. T system is equal to total the time taken by the system is equal to that one. Power penalties. So when there is any impairments effects are present in a link, there is a reduction in the signal to noise ratio of the system from the ideal case. Okay, from the ideal case, the reduction in SNR is known as the power penalty. Okay, the reduction in SNR is known as the power penalty and it is also expressed in decibels. That is ppx is equal to minus 10 log of SNR impaired by SNR ideal. So power penalties.